Welcome to the Elite Business Academy podcast, the favorite show for business owners and entrepreneurs to get their weekly fix of motivation and knowledge. Discover powerful strategies on how to build a successful business and techniques to create a positive life. And now, here's your host, motivational speaker, business coach, and founder of the EBA, Craig Wilkinson.
Thank you for joining me in today's coaching session, where I'm going to be sharing with you how you can turn your knowledge into an online business. My name's Craig Wilkinson. I'm the founder of the Elite Business Academy, and this is one of my sessions where I'm planting seeds. You see, what I'm going to share with you today is something that you probably can't implement overnight. But if I plant enough seeds with you, like I've done in the past, then I'm hoping that many of you can take this knowledge and valuable knowledge that you've got and turn it into an online business. What I'd like you to do is grab a notepad and pen before we get started, because I'm going to be asking you a series of questions throughout this session. So are you ready? Let's get started. I think what we need to understand as business owners is we are going through a massive change in time, and things in business and in life are not the same as what it used to be. And we as business owners and leaders have got to take ownership, responsibility and accountability for our own actions around our business and our business model. You see, right now, there are things that are out of our control, things that are happening around us that we can't control, that have a negative knock-on effect. And this causes us stress, anxiety, worry, sleepless nights. We feel under pressure, we're feeling overwhelmed, but there's nothing we can do about it. And what I'm talking about is I'm talking about things like recessions. We know that every 8 to 10 years, in the business cycle, we are going to hit some form of recession that's going to have a negative impact on our business. I'm talking about things like politics that we can't do anything about. You know, this Brexit that we've been going through, who knows what lies ahead for us with the politicians and the decisions that they are making that's going to affect us and our businesses. I'm talking about the coronavirus and all these viruses that are now popping up and spreading, that are actually bringing the globe, not just our economies, they're bringing the global economies to an absolute standstill. We're not in control of this, but what we are in control of are our businesses. So we've got to make sure that moving forward, we've almost got to future-proof our business and our business model so that we do not feel like we are right now, because many of us are in a really stressful and unwanted predicament and environment within our businesses. And for many of us, there is no help out there, there's no support out there, and it's no fault of our own. So we've got to take responsibility to do this, and we've got to change our business or our business model to make sure that we're safeguarding our future. Now, what I'm talking about is this. We are fortunate that we are not like our past generations, where when recessions have hit and economical climates have changed, there's nothing they can do about it. We're in the digital marketing age, where we've got at the touch of our fingertips the access and the ability to change our business and the way in which we do business with our customers and our clients. So for me, every business right now, whether you are selling a product or providing a service, we've got to look at how we can start to do business in a new way that we've never done before. And for the businesses that start to think about this and put plans and implementations in place, they're the businesses that over time are going to survive. If we're just going to sit and continuously do what we've always done, then we're opening ourselves up to risk further down the line. So now has it never been more important at this digital age when we've got things at our fingertips to change our own circumstances. I mean, come on, just have a look at what's been happening recently. You know, we've got the body coach, Mr. Wicks himself, who now has established himself as an icon, as the UK's almost PE teacher in what he's doing. He's taken his business and he's put it online. And although that he's not making any profit from this business right now, and we know that he's giving all the profits to the NHS and the staff that need rewarding, we understand that. But what it's done is it's raised his profile. He's taken to YouTube and he's doing these exercises in his home. He's got the whole of the UK behind him. He's got children now that never knew who he was buying into him. And although he might not be making profit, and rightly so from what he's doing right now, in the future, his brand awareness, the amount of people that are going to, I'm guessing, that are going to come to him and want to advertise and sponsor him is just going to be immense. But he's utilising the technology, i.e. YouTube, is doing something completely different to what many PE teachers or body coaches or fitness coaches have been doing. He's using this technology to his best ability and it's starting to work. What about all the people right now that are even making businesses from delivering pub quizzes and these type of trivia things from literally within their own home? This is a guy that's got a company in Scotland. It's an events company. He's running everything at home. His Facebook group has exploded. He must be making an absolute fortune by using Facebook and by using live streaming to grow his business. Something that he probably never thought he'd have to do. But when he can't put events on, he's got to do something different. And what about all the people that are now clambering to put courses together, to put membership sites together? All of a sudden, everybody's starting to use their knowledge and turn it into something that is online. Now, what I would say about this is great, and this is what we need to be looking at. But what we cannot do is we can't just come out and start to do it and add no real value. I know of people right now that are doing courses that have set up membership sites within 2 weeks. And I'm like, hang on a minute. We've been building our membership site for almost 2 years. That's how much investment and value we've put into it. So we've got to be mindful that if we are going to come out at traps and start to change things overnight, we've got to make sure that whatever we're doing, we're still offering masses of value to our target market. Because if we're not, we're going to have the adverse effect on our brand, and people are going to start to tune off and not trust us, get to know us, and not like us anymore. So this is not about making a fast buck. This is why I'm doing this video now, to plant seeds with you, to think, listen, if in 6 months, 12 months time, we could change our business model and take it online, how would we do it where we're offering the biggest value? And everybody's exploded with Zoom. This is a tool. As many people have been attending my EBA live events and my Inner Circle coaching sessions for the last year, 2 years, I've been talking about Zoom for a long time and being able to utilize it. And people are now starting to use online technology because they're forced into doing it. So Zoom has absolutely exploded, and Skype and all these online video communication tools, they've all exploded. And as you can see, we can't run our EBA live events at this moment in time for obvious reasons. So we've done exactly the same. We've taken to Zoom and we're starting to use the technology to make sure that we can continue to deliver our events to you, our members. We've also taken our Inner Circle coaching sessions that were done in a classroom environment at EBA HQ. We've now taken these online and we've been delivering these through Zoom over this last month. So as you can see, everybody's now is starting to turn their attention to online. So what I want to talk to you about is this: business opportunities. Because although we're all going through a challenging time right now, and although some of us can't see the wood for the trees, and we understand that our businesses are going to struggle. I get that, but there's nothing I can do about that or anything you can do about it. This is the situation that we found ourselves in. It's out of our control. But what we can start to do is forward think and forward plan for other opportunities that we can utilize where we're not put in this position ever again. And I'm telling you now, out there are so many opportunities if we have an open mindset and a growth mindset, and we start to look at different opportunities, different businesses, different business models. There are things out there right now that we can start to build that in 6 months and 12 month time will start to bear fruit, put food on the table and pay us mortgages. And if we're lucky, there'll be profit left over, which is what we're looking for from a business. Now, before we get into this, I want to talk to you about your business vehicle. And as you know, at my EBA live events, I've spoke often about you being in the right vehicle. And now more than ever, I'm sure you understand what it is I've been teaching over this last couple of years about being in the right vehicle. And what I mean by that is this: your business is just a vehicle that gives you a financial reward each week, each month, each year, and that financial reward determines and dictates you and your family's lifestyle. Now, I've said many times in the past, are you in the right vehicle? Or do you need to get out of the vehicle you're in? In other words, get out of the business that you are in and change vehicles or change business models, in other words, to a business that is going to provide you with a better financial reward for the future. Just because you've always done what you've done doesn't mean to say that you've always got to do it. Think about what I teach people in my inner circle. What is the quickest, easiest, risk-free way of you earning money ethically? What is the quickest, easiest, risk-free way of you making money? And I'm guessing for many of you, you've now realised that the vehicle that you've been in for some time or for many years is now perhaps not the right vehicle to safeguard your future moving forward. So the first thing I'm going to challenge you with is this: what vehicle, what business, what model do you need to be in to make sure that you can look after yourself and your family in 5 and 10 years down the line? And anything that's out of our control we're limiting the amount of negativity and the amount of damage it can cause to our business. So number one, are you in the right business vehicle? Now, what I want to talk to you about is knowledge, because we've all got knowledge from our industry, our sector, our profession, our experience that we can share. And lots of people find this hard to understand. They'll say, hang on a minute, Craig, I'm in an industry or sector that's not like yours, where I can't share my knowledge with other people. Of course you can. You've just never looked at it in the right way because you've always done the same thing. And what I'm here to say is, knowledge is the new gold. Knowledge and data is what people want. And that is valuable to a target market that you can perhaps help or solve their problem or solve their pain point, or indeed teach them how to do what you actually do. So what I want you to think about is this: what knowledge, what valuable knowledge have you got? Because you won't be in business if you've not got valuable knowledge to your target market. What knowledge have you got that you could share and turn that knowledge into a business? Now, before you all start saying, I can't do that, Craig, it's impossible, I'm not in the right line of business, I want you to bring your attention back to me. This video is not about me, but I'm going to use examples to demonstrate and show you how over the years, I've changed my business model. I've got out of one vehicle and into another one, because the vehicles that I were currently in at that time were never going to give me the right level of income to provide a stable and future for my family. We're never going to do that. But ask yourself this: how can I have gone from being a joiner, a busy full joiner, working all them 80, 90 hours a week, to becoming the founder of the Elite Business Academy, and motivating and inspiring and sharing all this knowledge that I've got now to help other people to improve their businesses and their lives? How can I have gone from just that joiner to where I am today? It's because I changed vehicles, and then I looked at the knowledge that I'd gained and I made that knowledge into a business. For example, the Elite Business Academy. Now, this week alone, I've spoken to a number of EBA members that have all started going down the online route, and that's great to see. One of them, as an example, is a photographer within the EBA, and they've said to me, Craig, I can't go out and do my shoots anymore because obviously, we're all on lockdown. I'm not allowed out. Okay, I get that. I understand that. So what can you do to make sure that in the future you can have an income coming into your business that doesn't rely on you having to go out and do photo shoots? Well, I'm not sure. I don't know what knowledge I've got. And I'm like, hang on a minute. There's got to be so many people out there, and me included, that's interested in videos and photography. There's hundreds, there's thousands of people that would want the knowledge you've got on how to set up a studio, how to set up your lighting, what's the difference between all these different cameras and these different lenses, talking about ISO and all the different settings. There's lots of people out there that would want that knowledge, whether they want to turn that knowledge into a business or where they're just hobby enthusiasts. But they need that knowledge from somewhere. So why can't you turn that knowledge and put it into a series of videos and create yourself some courses that you could sell so people could get that knowledge? And then the light bulb moment went on. 3 weeks ago, I had my business planning masterclass. And one of the attendees of my business planning masterclass, they bake cakes. They've got a cake business. Now, obviously, they've had a downturn, like we all have, in orders coming in. And I said, okay, so how can we look at this and turn it into an online business? Well, what do you mean? I said, well, you make cakes, amazing cakes, like award-winning cakes. Surely there are people out there that want the knowledge on how you create these incredible cakes, whether they are just DIY cook enthusiasts or whether they are other businesses that want to create better cakes. So why can't you set up a YouTube account and have the paid subscription and start teaching people on YouTube by a paid subscription model on how you do what you do? And again, the light bulb moment went on. So what I'm saying is, I don't believe anybody can sit here today or stand here and watch this video and say, I can't do that, Craig, because if a tradesman can turn it into an online model, or a cake maker or a photographer or a PE teacher or whatever you do for a business, I know that you can do it if you followed what I'm going to share with you next. So what knowledge do you have that other people would find valuable and that you think they would pay for? Because at the end of the day, that's what we get into the point here, where you have an online business where people pay you for the knowledge and the services that you offer. So think about it. What knowledge do you have that other people would need to solve their problems or pain points or need to improve their business that they would buy? And let me talk to you about this. Let me give you an example. I had the business and marketing knowledge on how to grow a successful, profitable business. When I built, grew and sold my construction company, I had all the knowledge, I had all the formulas, I had all the templates, I knew exactly what to do to build and grow a business, including all the marketing that went along with it. So how can you package? So once you've written that down, I want you to write that down. Then what you want to think about when you've written this down and give it some real crystal clear thought, the next step I want you to think about is this. How can you package or brand up that knowledge, and what will it be called? In other words, once you've got your ideas down about the knowledge you've got, it's all right writing it down and saying, actually, yeah, I have got all this knowledge and it is valuable, brilliant. Step number 2 is, how can we brand it up? How can we package it up so that when we offer it to someone, it's an attractable offer? The knowledge you've got needs packaging up, it needs branding up so that people can physically see what it is they are going to buy. So what I want you to do next is I want you to think about beyond this video and write down what package, what branding do you need to turn that knowledge into something tangible that people would buy. And what would you call it? Give it a name, give it a brand. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I had the knowledge of how to build and grow a profitable, successful business. I had all the marketing, I knew how to employ a team, and the systems, the time management, the mindset, the customer service, the cash flow, the profit, the everything that goes with running a business. I had that knowledge. So I started off writing this down and thinking, hang on a minute, this is valuable to somebody. But what the hell do I do with it? What do I call it? So now, today, years down the line, we are obviously the Elite Business Academy. So I created a name, I packaged it up, I gave it a brand identity. And then once I got the brand identity, I thought, hang on a minute, I can break down this knowledge into different sections, into different levels. So the Elite Business Academy was created, but then I thought, hang on a minute, underneath that brand, I can dissect things up. So my masterclasses, my one-day masterclasses that are done in a classroom environment that are now going all online, these masterclasses were one brand. In other words, you come, you spend a full day with me, you work through a particular topic or subject within the business, you get the workbooks, you get the videos, you get everything with it, and then you go away and you implement that one thing, that one topic, that one area of business into your business. But then I'm thinking, hang on a minute, I've got the masterclasses, but how can we turn the EBA into something much bigger, to reach out to more people and to help other people? So then, as you know, we came up with, well, let's make it a membership organization. And the membership part of it, the Elite Circle, then our members will get access to other things, i.e. EBA live events, where they come to an event every month, they get the networking in, they get the coaching in, they get the guest speakers, they get that sense of community, that belonging, that motivation, all that lot packaged up to create an event, which is the Elite Circle membership. Then beyond that, we got members asking us, listen, we want more, Craig, we want more coaching. We're implementing everything you're talking about. It's brilliant, it's working. What can we do next? Okay, I'll package something up, we'll brand it up, and then we called it the Inner Circle Coaching Program. So can you see what I'm saying with examples of how can you package and brand up your knowledge to give it an identity that people will long term, when you get the value right and people get to know, like, and trust you, and you're delivering the value, then obviously people will buy that product or that service that you are offering online. The next step, which is step number 3, is decide on how you will deliver or sell your knowledge. Okay, so decide how you're going to deliver and sell your knowledge. And I want you to write this down. So up to now, we've wrote down the knowledge ideas that we've got. We're going to create a brand identity and package that knowledge up. The next thing we need to do is how and where and what are we going to sell this knowledge through? And I'm going to ask you to write this down. And again, I'm going to show you some examples of what I'm talking about, or give you some examples. So, are you going to use this knowledge and this brand and sell it through an e-commerce shop, or indeed your website? Are you going to turn this knowledge into a live video training like I'm doing now? Obviously you're not paying online to buy this course. It's part of your membership, but live training through Skype, through Zoom, or maybe pre-recorded training sessions. Is that how you intend to deliver your knowledge? Pre-recorded webinars. So do you not want to do it in a live environment? Do you want to pre-record all of your content and then release it for people to buy? Are you going to create it in a book format and turn that into an audio playbook? And what I mean by a playbook, it's virtually, instead of being videos, it's all audio. So you can buy an audio playbook that accompanies a workbook or worksheets where people can listen to the knowledge and work their way through whatever it is you're providing them with. It doesn't all have to be video formatted. It can also be auditory formatted. Are you going to create a one-off course? So my masterclasses, the business planning masterclass, the social media masterclass, the time management class masterclass, and all the masterclasses I run are now turned into online one-off courses where all the knowledge is in. They just buy that one-off course, they get the knowledge, they get the workbooks or whatever else it is that you are going to provide them with. Are you going to offer a monthly subscription to your package, to your offering on what you're delivering? Is it something that they've got to sign up for and pay on a monthly basis so you've got a reoccurring income coming in? Or is it going to be an online membership portal where you can have people buy into your membership portal and then they get access to all the knowledge, the videos, the podcasts, or whatever it is you believe that you are going to provide for your customers and clients? So this is what I'm talking about how are you going to deliver it, because there's more than one way to skin a cat, but you've got to be comfortable in delivering the content, and you've got to make sure that it's what your customers and clients or members want to buy. How are they going to buy it from you? What's the quickest and easiest way for you to create the content by adding masses of value, but the easiest way for them to be able to buy your product or service? Once we've done that, step number 4 is what content packaging will you need to create and to sell your knowledge. And again, after this video, I'm going to be asking you to write this down. So what is the content or what is the packaging that you are going to deliver along with your videos or your audio or whatever it is you're going to provide for people? What is the content going to be? Now, let me give you some examples of what I'm talking about content and packaging this up. If you look at what we deliver through our inner circle, I'm thinking, okay, I've got the knowledge that people clearly want. I've packaged it up and I've put a brand to it and I've called it Inner Circle. I'm going to deliver this through a series of live videos. But beyond that, I need content that is going to support these live videos. So, for example, I'm going to need workbooks and worksheets. So I've had the workbooks and the worksheets. I had to get all that knowledge, put it into a format, and then I've had to get all them worksheets and them workbooks designed up. I've had to get them printed for the people that wanted them printing. I've had them turned into PDF documents for the people that wanted to download them. So I've had to invest the time and effort in putting the content together and getting it created. As part of this, I wanted people to be able to put all of our content into one central place So I had our business Bibles created. These are folders that all the content goes into, so our members can keep everything in one central place. Also, if I'm going to be delivering sessions like this today and our inner circle coaching sessions, I'm going to need presentations. So then I've had to invest the time into creating all the branding, all the graphics for all the presentations that I'm going to need to deliver my inner circle or any other courses that I have moving forward. So it's not just a case of you thinking, okay, I'll deliver some videos. No, okay, if you're going to deliver videos, people, I'm guessing, may well need workbooks or worksheets or templates. They may well need, you may have to put a presentation together. All this content needs cleverly thinking about and planning out in advance. We can't just rush into it and do a bodge job on it just to try and get money in, because you're going to lose the trust and the value of the customers and clients that are investing into your product or your service. So that's what I'm talking about when it comes to content. Number 5, what online platform will you choose to sell your knowledge on? And again, I'm going to ask you to write this down. So what online platform, if we're taking our business and our knowledge online, that's brilliant, but which platform are you going to choose to deliver and to sell this package, this product, this service? Which one are you going to choose? Which one is it going to be on? Again, I want to give you some examples of what I'm talking about, okay? So, the Elite Business Academy are launching our online membership. Now, as everybody knows, this is something that has been in the planning and in the making for almost 2 years. And it's nothing that I'm jumping on the bandwagon with. We knew 2 years ago that we had to take our business online. What I'm talking about, though, is this. Are you going to sell your packaged up product or service through the likes of e-commerce websites like Amazon or eBay? Is that the best way for your customers and clients to purchase this product? Or are you going to build your own e-commerce website? Or are you going to put a shop by using something like Shopify.com onto your WordPress website? Can you turn your existing website into a shop? Because you can do that with clever WordPress plugins. Are you going to then create another membership site, which is completely separate, which is what we've done, away from your existing and normal website? So is this something where people have got to log in onto a portal or a platform or a website? Are you going to put all your content and let people buy it from a membership site? YouTube. Did you know that if you had a YouTube channel, you can turn your YouTube channel into almost like a membership site? So if you're thinking of creating video content that's going to be released on YouTube, but you only want specific members, it's not free, you only want members that are paying and subscribing for this service, then you can turn your YouTube channel into an income generating stream. So perhaps you need to go and check out YouTube and YouTube's functionality on how you can generate an income through YouTube. Okay. The next one is a Facebook group. So I know of people who have got private Facebook groups where they charge their Facebook group members a small fee each month to be a member of their group. Now think about it. Even if you charge somebody £10 a month to get access to all the content in your private Facebook group, and you had 10,000 people paying you £10 a month, then obviously you do the math and do the numbers. That's a nice income stream coming into your business. The other thing that I want you to check out on Facebook groups are the new units that you can add on to your Facebook group. And what units are, is they are basically folders within Facebook, within a Facebook group, where you can now start to populate all of your content and put them into different files. So instead of all your content just being on the live feed, you can create different units under different names, and all the content that you create then goes into the unit, effectively a folder in a file, so people then can get easy access to the content that they want to work on. And I know people are turning their Facebook groups into an income generating stream. Now, there is talk of Facebook actually turning Facebook groups into a functionality of having a paid subscription along with it. Now, that's only been released and launched as a tester to certain groups. But moving forward, you may well be able to turn your Facebook group into a subscription-based service that Facebook deal with all the money. Obviously, they're going to take a cut and a commission, but Facebook will deal with all the taking the money side of it, and you just get paid out. So consider Facebook groups. What about Facebook shops? Because as you know, on your Facebook pages, you can turn your Facebook page now into a shop. So can you not package these products and services up and sell them through your Facebook page? That's just another option. Another option is Udemy.com. Now, Udemy are arguably the world's biggest provider of online courses. So let's say, for argument's sake, you create an online course. Yes, you could sell it on your own website, but then you're relying on driving your own traffic to your website or to your shop. By putting your course on Udemy, Udemy are paying for traffic to be sent to their website. Now, on Udemy, I'm guessing there's hundreds of thousands of different online courses that people have created and put into different categories. So it could be business, it could be culture, it could be marketing, it could be IT, it could be construction, it could be HR. It doesn't matter. You can put your courses on Udemy in a certain section that people can filter down. And then if they buy your course, obviously Udemy are going to take a percentage, but you then get paid out, and it saves you from having to pay for traffic or drive traffic to your own website. So I want you to give some serious consideration to what I'm sharing with you now, because like I said when I started this video, it's all about planting seeds. Some of you may well have already thought about taking things online and may have already started doing a bit of investigation or research into how you do that. And if you have, that's brilliant. Some of you might be sat there right now thinking, I'm still not convinced, Craig, on how I can take my knowledge and put it online. Trust me, you can. There will be somebody out there right now in your industry and your sector, no matter what you do, that's already taking their knowledge of your industry and sector, and they've already started turning it into an online business. So what I would suggest you do is go away and do a little bit of research on other companies around what you're doing, your industry and sector in your profession, and just go and have a look at what they're doing. Do a bit of digging around, do a bit of research, see what they're talking about, have a look at what online platforms they're selling their knowledge on. Have a look at the pricing of what they're pricing these courses up or these workbooks or whatever it is they're selling. Go and do some digging around. But the reason why I'm doing this video right now is I knew of all this 2 years ago. I made a decision 2 years ago to start investing into taking the EBA globally, to take the EBA online, because I knew, number one, I was limited to the reach that I could get. Number two, it's not a business that could make money overnight because I have to be at the events. And having a profitable business that runs without you in it means people can buy from you 24/7. And the final one is this. I knew at some point we're ready for another recession. Now, I didn't know it was going to be a virus, but history tells us every 8 to 10 years, we're going to hit a recession. Now, I don't know what the outcome of all the lockdown that we've been on is going to have on our economy. All I know is I've got to get my membership site live, and I've got to get everything else that I'm doing online. I'm not rushing. I'm not panicking like some people are. They're just banging random things out there just to try and earn a few quid. Listen, it's been 2 years in the making. Another month or two is not going to kill us. What would kill us is if we just started launching things willy-nilly with no value. And as you know, at the EBA, we deliver value. So I'm not just going to come out and deliver things for the sake of it, okay? I want you to give some careful thought and consideration to what I've just shared with you. Now, this is our online membership site. It's going live imminently. When I decide it's the right time for our members, it's going to go live. But inside our membership site is going to be so much value, it's untrue. I'm just going to touch on a few of the features that I've put in because I've done so much research, spent so much time and money researching and investigating everybody else's websites and everybody else's membership sites, not only in my own industry, but also in others, to work out what is the best way of a membership site working, what are the best features to add into it. So I just want to share a few of these features with you, because if you are thinking of going down the online membership site, these are the features I'd 100% consider putting in. Number one, we've added a members directory into our membership site. And as you can see, our members directory can be filtered by any keyword that is written into our members' profiles and bios. In other words, when you click on Bev, Gary, me, or Adam in this example, it then opens up our profiles that you, our members, pre-populate yourself. Now, what we let you do on these profiles, it allows you to put all your name and your contact details in as you would expect. It lets you pull through all your social media profiles so that you can link together through all your social media profiles. It also gives you a bio, a description of 250 words that you can write. But it's really important that when you write your description and your bio, or effectively your elevator pitch, you get all your keywords into your bio. Because I've had this made where anybody searching for a specific keyword, so it could be social media, anybody with social media in their bio is going to pull through on the searches. You can also search through different levels of membership, and you can also search by location, because what we allow you to do in your bio is you can put your address, including postcode, in. So if you're looking to work with someone close to you, no matter where you are in the UK or the world, you'll be able to pull that person through and it'll filter down. So I'd encourage you to give people a voice, give people an opportunity to network, to promote themselves together. What I'd also encourage you to do is we've created so many valuable courses that we have already got lined up in our site. So in this particular case, Adam is teaching you how to plan, shoot, and edit your own videos on your smartphone. And as you can see, after the introduction video, there are 6 lessons, 6 full-blown videos within this, in giving you in detail how to do each lesson. There's also a downloadable workbook that accompanies all of these lessons. And once you've completed this particular course, you can then download yourself your own video marketing certificate that you can then frame and hang on your wall in your office or at home to prove that you've done it. So we've got lots and lots of courses in there. Also, we've got all of my coaching sessions that I've delivered at my EBA live events or any other events. We've got our guest speakers in there. We've got a section called Quick Coaching, which are really quick 10, 15-minute coaching videos. We've got free resources that you can just download all the plans, worksheets and templates that we give you. And also, we're going to be doing monthly live masterminds specifically for EBA members. So as you know, we put lots of value into our Facebook group that will continue, but a lot of my coaching and all the additional coaching I'm going to do is going to be within our membership website. We've already started to take our inner circle sessions and all our coaching sessions, if you like, throughout all our different programs online. We've already started doing that. So as you can see, the EBA has been planning this for 2 years. It's not a bandwagon jump that we're on. This is how important we feel it is to our business. And I want to share this with you because I don't want you getting left behind or leaving you and your business vulnerable should we have another recession, should politicians change the ideas and goalposts on things, or God forbid we have anything like another virus like we've just had. So opportunities are absolutely everywhere. And I want you to shake yourself down, dust yourself down, get yourself fired up, get your mojo back. Let's start looking at business in a different way. We can't necessarily continue to work the way we've always worked. For some of us, maybe we could get away with it, and this recession or the viruses, they don't affect us. Listen, not every business is struggling. The vast majority are, but there are some businesses that are thriving in these downturns. Now, if they're thriving, brilliant. What I want to do is I want to help businesses like us and like the vast majority of our members never find ourselves in this predicament again. And that is the sole reason why I've put this coaching session together. So I want you to go back through the questions that I've asked you, start to write them down, start to get them ideas flowing. Start looking, start researching, look at what other people are doing, look at all the different opportunities that we've got out there. But if we can start to create and get the plan of all this together now, whilst many of us have got the time to do it, then let's get the plan together. Let's work out what you're going to do to be able to take your business online so you can start to future-proof not only a business future, but also you and your family's future as well. So, like everything and every session that I put on, you know what's coming. Massive action equals massive results. You can choose to ignore what I'm saying and sharing with you right now, and that is your choice. But I would seriously start looking at, number one, the vehicle that you are in. Are you actually in the right vehicle? Is this now the time and opportunity to change vehicles or start a new business or get into a new business or go into business with somebody else that you know is going to be a quicker, easier, more risk-free way of you being able to make ethical money, okay? Take massive action, go through these questions and give yourself a pat on the back for getting through this session, which is a plant seed. I'm planting seeds with you. So thank you so much for joining me on this session. Thank you for listening to me, taking the time to watch this video. Please take massive action, and I'll see you at the top. Thank you. If you have any specific questions around how to take your knowledge and turn it into an online business, then please share them in our Facebook group and community. Every single day we have thousands of business owners that are networking, helping and supporting each other within our safe and positive environment. So head over to www.facebook.com/groups/Elite Business Academy. Drop your question in there and myself and our fellow other EBA members will come back to you and help you along your journey. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch up with you on our next episode. Thank you for listening to my podcast episode. If you're new to our channel, could I encourage you to hit the subscribe button. Below this video, I've put together a playlist of all the other episodes in our podcast show. And one last thing, if I can ask you to turn on the bell to notify you of future episodes.